Hey folks, this is Richard Bogan, Banjo Boogie. I'm going to try to make your first clawhammer banjo lesson right here. And I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. I'm going to show you how to make a sound with your nail. I'm going to show you how to make a sound with your thumb. I'm going to show you how to not make a sound with your thumb. And that way you can play two different rhythms, double thumbing and bum diddy. First things first, you got to put your hand in claw hammer position. It's like this. It's not normal, so you got to get used to it. Some people will hold a credit card at first to just keep their hand in that position. So once you're in that position, you are going to be going into the banjo like this, kind of in and out. So this is your claw, this is your hammer, is going down into the strings. You can use your index finger or you can use your middle finger. It's in this position. I'm going to be striking the first string. That's the string closest to the ground. And when I do it, I'm going directly into the banjo head. I'm not going down. I'm actually going into the banjo. And I'm going to strike it with that fingernail and then rest it on this head. It doesn't have to be like that forever, but this is a good way to ensure that you're really getting a good sound on that string, and it gives you somewhere to go. Notice that when I do that, my thumb lands on the fifth string on the other side. That is part of this technique. Now if I pull my thumb out away from the banjo, I can pluck the string. Okay? That's the basis of this technique of how you get the sound. Now, a lot of times I see beginners try to do this, which is flick their finger. You gotta keep it like this, don't flick your finger. Or I see them pump their thumb like this. You should just be moving out. You might rotate or flick a tiny bit, but you're not pumping your thumb. It's not this active thumb thing. So your hand is firmly in that position. That is the sound of clawhammer banjo. That's how you're gonna do it. Your nail and your thumb. Now the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to land on your thumb and not want to play it. In order to do that, instead of going out, I go up a little bit. So I'm actually going a little bit more up, or maybe kind of a diagonal. So that's not playing it. And that's playing it. I'm going a little bit down and out. Okay, you've got two ways to play now. One where you play index and thumb, or middle finger and thumb, and then one way where you play index, your thumb lands, but you don't play it. This is called double thumbing when you play it every time. So if you ever see that term, that's what double thumbing is. It just means every time gets the thumb. Bum diddy is a rhythm that sounds like that. Bum diddy, or long, short, short, long. So to get that long sound, you don't play the thumb. And then you play the thumb. So that's the long. That's the short, short. That is bum diddy. That's all with bum diddy, just playing different strings. Make sure that you can play bum diddy or double thumb on those outside strings. After that, you're going to work on playing other strings. So instead of hitting into the head, I'm going to hit the second string and rest into the first string. Resting gives you a nice solid sound, just like going into the banjo head did. It also helps with accuracy. So I'm just doing bum diddy on each string. Or you could practice double thumbing. If I'm playing bum diddy, I can play some notes here. I'll do frets 2 and 3. clawhammer banjoists will just do single strings, but we can also do a brush stroke or chords. So you can practice a single note and then the chord on the diddy. Bum, diddy, bum, diddy. Or you can do alternate bass line. So you're doing that just by practicing different strings and by practicing that brush stroke on the ditty. If there's anything else you want to know how to do, put it in the comments. There's also drop thumb, where instead of landing on that fifth string, I can land on any of these other strings. A lot of stuff can be done with your left hand. You're going to learn your chords and some melodies and some scales. Like if you play a G major scale with bum diddy. Could be a good exercise for you. And then you got hammers and pulls, and all that stuff's going to combine with your claw hammer and your bum diddy technique to create interesting arrangements. If you want a song arranged for clawhammer banjo, you can join my Patreon and request a song. Or you can just sign up for the tabs and read some banjo tabs. If you're looking for something in particular, or maybe some more beginner style or more traditional songs, join my Patreon and make a request. Thank you.